Hey YouTube, it's Lee in a fishbowl. It is Monday again, and I'm thinking it's Monday, May 6th, and I just want to do a quick update on my current status in TTC. So I am currently 3 days past ovulation, according to Fertility Friend. I will post a picture of my chart here. And then, anyway, I'm some confusion about my Fertility Friend chart. I've always kind of floundered on what to use as far as the setting for my chart. Fertility Friend gives you the fertility awareness, the advanced, and then if you have VIP, which I do, you have the research mode. And when I have it on fertility awareness, that's typically what I keep it on, because it includes, you know, several things like your OPKs, your CM, and all that stuff. But and it is telling me with a dotted crosshair that I ovulated on let me think, today's on Friday, right, cycle day 16. So yeah, 17, 18, 19, that make me 3 days past, right? So I always get confused with my days. It says with a dotted crosshair that I ovulated Friday on cycle day 16, which would put me at 3 days past ovulation. The reason the crosshair is dotted mainly is probably because I had some egg white stuff after ovulation. Let me back up. I had positive ovulation test on Friday. I mean on Thursday. Thursday, cycle day 15. All right. So yes. I should have brought my chart. I don't have my chart. I didn't even bring my phone in here because I didn't want it to interrupt me. But so I don't even have a way to look it up. But long story short, I had a positive OPK Thursday morning. And then Thursday afternoon, and by Thursday night, it was negative. It was probably one of the shortest LH surges I've had. Most of the time, I'll get an LH surge for a day or two, and it's like positive for a day or two. Sometimes it gets extremely dark, like way darker than the test line, the control line. It got just as dark as the control line, and I'll post a picture on here. But it never got darker. So it was a little bit different LH surge for me this month, which is fine. It did get positive. So it put my ovulation the day after I got the positive OPK. When I switch it to research, which is the VIP one, it put it on cycle day 15, which was the day of my positive ovulation test. And I tested coming up to day 15 and after, so I know exactly. I know on late, I think I tested late on cycle day 14, there was nothing. So my positives were definitely just on Friday. Sorry, I've got the runniest nose. I have my tissue here, but so that didn't make sense to me, that it would say the day of my ovulation test. So I just don't get that. My temperatures didn't look that way. My temperature shot up on cycle day 16, which makes perfect sense for the day I ovulated. And if you put it on what their recommended setting is, advanced, it tells me it's cycle day 17, which would have been Saturday, 2 days after my ovulation test turned positive. But I'm still going with 16. I think I felt some stuff going on. It wasn't nearly as present as it usually is. But I'm coming, this is my first time TTCing since November of last year in 2012 because of the ectopic. So I know things can be different. But I definitely felt some fullness down around my ovaries, especially noticed it like at night when I would lay on my side, and if I'd flip, I could feel like you could just feel your ovaries are heavy. And I noticed that it was pretty much right there before cycle day 16, and it kind of was okay after that. So I feel like 16 is probably my best bet. I feel like today I am really 3 DPO, and not to mention my temperature had already shot up quite a bit by cycle day 17, and then it shot up again a little bit, and it's kind of, it hovered around, sorry, that's my dog sneezing, hovered around 98.6 the last day or two. So I'll put a picture of my chart in, like I said I would. And so that's where I am as far as my days past ovulation. So we did get 2 BD sessions in on cycle day 15 and cycle day 16. So that works out nicely as far as timing. And all my pregnancies that I have had, even though they were losses, most of them were from a day before VD. So that's good. So that covers me either way. It wouldn't cover me for a day before if the research method is right and I did ovulate cycle day 15, but I don't think that. My temperature didn't shoot up and it was too soon for my OPKs, in my opinion. So anyway, I have a few changes. I know most of you have watched my what I'm going to be taking during this TTC cycle. So I wanted to give you some updates on that. The Norwegian Gold Omega that I was taking, I'm down to my last pill. It's so fast, and it's $30 a bottle. It's really expensive for me. But when I went today back to the store, I found this one, and it's even got better numbers. This one is by the same company. It's the Norwegian Gold. It's made by Renew Life. And I did a research on this, and there's a website I'll post the link to that recommends the best fish oils, the ones that are most pure and shouldn't have the, you know, mercury and all that stuff in them. And this is one of the ones that they recommend, so I feel good about it. But this one had, for one soft gel, it has 800 milligrams of EPA and 124 milligrams of DHA. And when you're trying to get 1,200 of EPA a day, that really helps. So this one had more than the other one I was taking. It was by the same company, but it was just not as much stuff in it. So this one is called the Super Critical Omega. Maximum strength omega-3 plus vitamin D3. Like I told you before, it has the same amount. It still has 1,000 IUs of D3. And so the majority of this is omega-3. It has a little bit of omega-5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. And I don't really care if I even have that, quite honestly. I'm focused on the EPA and the DHA to reduce the inflammation. So here's a picture of it. If it'll focus. I can't tell because I can't see what it's doing. So I'll update that link in below. And I did add 2 more supplements. After my cycle started, I found out about green tea extract. This is Pouncer, baby. Lay down. Lay down. My dog is pacing. This is called EGCG, and it's by SD Pharmaceuticals. This one is actually from Canada. I have a friend who lives in Nova Scotia, and she sent these to me. She used a handful of them and got her BFP, and you quit using them when you get pregnant. Because you don't want to take green tea supplement when you're pregnant because it can cause a neural tube defect. So as soon as you get a BFP, you need to stop this. But the green tea is also for inflammation. And this is equal to like 10 cups of green tea. Yet it only has less than 1% caffeine. So it's great. You get all the benefits of the antioxidants and the anti-inflammatory stuff, but you don't have to worry about the caffeine. And I'm very caffeine sensitive, and I've taken this. I started yesterday, and I feel no jitters, no nothing from it. So this is a pharmaceutical grade. It says it's vegan friendly and it's gluten free. And I can give you the website for it, but like I said, this is not something I ordered directly. A friend of mine sent it to me, and I do know the website she ordered it from, but it's a Canadian website, so I don't know how that works. I've never ordered from a Canadian website, but it's 400 milligrams of green tea extract, and I take 1 of these a day. That's it. That's all I'm taking is 1 day, and this is what it looks like. It's a big old bottle too, 180 capsules, and you only take 1 day. Okay, so, and then the other thing I added, this friend of mine who just got her BFP after several losses also recommended NAC. Now, I'm going to try to pronounce this. N-acetyl, it's N-acetylcysteine. NAC. Okay, that's what it stands for. And it's 600 milligrams. I'm going to post some research that I've done on NAC since. Okay, sorry, my phone, my camera died. Anyway, I was talking about NAC. Since my friend recommended this to me because she also has endometriosis and has had several losses, she said to definitely check this out. And when I got online, I was flabbergasted at the amount of positive responses and the research that's already been done on this, as far as increasing the chances of pregnancy being successful. And even one article I read even said that it improves the chance of getting pregnant if you're polycystic, which I don't think I am. I know I told you in a long time ago in a vlog that maybe, I don't know, I'm not. I'm also diminished ovarian reserve, so it's kind of like I may have been polycystic, but I'm running out now, so I don't know. Anyway, so this is the NAC. It's a critical antioxidant. It says here it's amino acid. It is a sulfur-containing amino acid that acts as a stabilizer for the formation of protein structures. It is necessary for the formation of glutathione, and I'm not saying this right. And then it also has molybdenum and selenium because they facilitate, they help with the NAC working. So they're also in this supplement. And it's just a white pill, and I'm going to take one in the morning, one at night of these. Yeah, it's a white pill. Oh, and by the way, these look just like the old ones, the big blue pills, and I forgot to show you the green tea. It looks kind of like my vitamin. And it smells like green tea. It's just a brown capsule. So I've added that stuff to my vitamin and supplement regimen. Today was a big day. I started my antihistamine protocol. This morning I took the 10 milligrams of Claritin, and I also took the 20 milligrams of Pepsid. And tonight, again, I will take another 20 milligrams of Pepsid. And I've been floundering on the whole prednisone thing. I was gung-ho about it. Then right before I was supposed to start taking it today, like in the last 2 days, I've been doing some reading about it, and there's an increased chance of cleft palate, a cleft palate birth defect if you are on it through the first trimester. Well, the thing with this antihistamine protocol is that if you're on it and you get a BFP, it helps you to implant, but you have to continue on it and wean off by 12 weeks. So it's something I would have to continue for several weeks and into the first trimester, which of course would increase my risk of a cleft palate baby, which, you know, nobody wants a defect in the baby. But I've been trying to weigh out, you know, well, I'm not having successful pregnancies. If I want a child, is it worth the risk involved? And I go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so I talked to a friend today who I know from Immune System Forum online, and she kind of was giving me some encouragement about it, saying that she works with a very well-known reproductive immunologist in New York, Dr. Braverman, and that he has her on 40 milligrams. So what I would be taking is 10 milligrams total a day, and it's a very, very small dose. And she said that most likely, I mean, nobody can guarantee that, but that the dosage I'm taking is not going to be something that would really be so powerful. So I'm going to start it. I decided to do it. I'm going to bite the bullet and do it. And I will start it in the morning. I should have started it this morning technically, but I think I'll be fine doing it tomorrow. I did start my progesterone. I am doing, oh, let me stop the camera and go get that. I forgot that because I haven't showed you that. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the Endometrine. This is 100 milligrams per tablet. Hey, stop it. Sorry. My tissue, my dog was chewing it. I got this. This is a prescription, and this is what it looks like. It's progesterone. It comes with these little wands, and I'll tell you a funny story about that. I'm going to open this one because I'm going to use it in a minute anyway. Okay, so let's try this again. My battery died. Then I put the new battery in, and it's dead too. So I've got to charge all my batteries on my new camera. So I'm using my flip camera, which I did find the other day. If y'all remember, I was looking for it. My son found it. It was somewhere really weird. I can't remember where it was, but it was like somewhere weird. Anyway, my battery's about to die on this one, so let me get quick and do this. So I was talking about the endometrium. This is the wand that comes with it, and this part comes out. You kind of just, it comes a lot, and I kind of pull it, because then you're going to shove it back up in there. Actually, no, you don't have to do that, and I'll tell you why I know that now. I don't know why I said that. Okay, here's the actual medicine, because I'm going to take mine in a few minutes anyway. And I'll be honest with you, I had no side effects from this last time I took it, and it's at some yucky discharge. But this is what the pill looks like. It looks like a piece of candy. It's just a little white tablet, and you put it in here. You stick this up your wee wacky woohoo, and then you push this. So my funny story is today I tried to do this morning, and I was sitting on the toilet when I was trying to do it, and I had pulled this out too far. But I was kind of holding it and was getting ready to close it, and this fell out into the toilet. So there I was with this stuck halfway in my wee wacky woohoo. And I had to go and get another one out and put the clean one in here so I could insert it. So lesson is, don't pull it all the way out. But it's just this pill and it dissolves. So that is endometrium. So I did start that today. I'll do that twice a day for the duration of the 2-week wait until I get to, you know, cycle day 13. If I haven't gotten a faint line on anything, then I'll stop it. So Aunt Flo can come as usual. The other thing I'm doing is this. I'm just going to go cut this sucker right up. And I'm going to slice it and cut the core. And then cut the core into 5 pieces and eat 1 piece per night for 5 nights. That's supposed to help with implantation. Pineapple core. And I'll see if I can take a picture and stick that in there. I may or may not. Depends on when I get that done. The other thing that was recommended to me was Brazil nuts. So, when I was at Walgreens today, I bought some mixed nuts because there was Brazil nuts in there. I have to be honest with you, when I was at the health store today, the Brazil nuts they had there were scary big. And I was like, I don't like nuts to begin with. And those things were honking big, and I was not about to touch them. So, when I went to Walgreens, I got the mixed nuts, you know, like a little planter's thing of it, and there were Brazil nuts in it. And so, the first one I ate was not too bad. The second one I ate was nasty. It smelled like dog food. So, I don't know if I will stick to eating a handful of those a day or not for the next few days. I don't know. We'll see. So, that's the game plan now. As far as when I'll test, I am a PO and a stickaholic. I will probably start around 9 DPO, which is in 6 days. That would make it what day? Today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it would be Sunday. So start Sunday. I will do live pregnancy test. If they're positive, if they're, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do as far as posting them yet. Because I don't know if I want to post them until I know I don't know. Or if I'll post them later and show you the live pregnancy test. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do you do? So, anyway, that's kind of where I am in my 2-week wait. 3 days in. And just kind of going with the flow. So, yeah. Nice big old drawer of supplements. Antihistamine protocol. Pineapple. Trying to stomach some Brazil nuts. Taking it easy. Oh, I'll tell you what else I'm doing is, see these? I've got my socks on, trying to keep my feet warm. I'm sleeping in them too, because my husband keeps the house so cold. I'm trying to stay warm, keep the circulation going. I'm going to continue to exercise like I have been, eating healthy, trying to drink my protein shake every morning, and eat low carb, low fat, low sugar during the day. Limit what I can as far as gluten is concerned. I know I eat some, but not a lot. in the sugars too. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So wish me luck, and for all those girls that are out there who are also in the 2-week wait, I pray we all get our BFP soon, and I hope that yours is going smoothly. And if you have any questions about anything, I'll leave the information below that I talked about tonight, and the supplements and stuff, and also the information on the research on the NAC. So anyway, we'll call it a night before the battery dies on my flip camera. So bye guys, y'all have a great week. See you later. Bye.